Do you solemnly swear?
Hands in the air, North Carolina's newest members of the U.S. House of Representatives took the oath. All told, the Tar Heel state has 3 fresh faces as part of the 117th Congress.
The North Carolina 6th District Congresswoman Kathy Manning of Greensboro announcing today more than $17 million in transportation and infrastructure project funding.
Mr. Speaker, I rise today to express my strong support for the historic Bipartisan Investment and Jobs Act. This bill will provide critical funding to rebuild our nation's physical infrastructure and accelerate our shift to green energy, all while creating good-paying jobs in communities like mine. These are your tax dollars that you pay coming back into our community to make life better for people all across the community. So this is government working. The first thing we have to do is we have to figure out how to defeat this virus. We've got to get this pandemic under control so that we can get kids back to school. We need to get people back to work.
Triad Congresswoman Kathy Manning spent part of her day at Novant Health's vaccination clinic at Haynes Mall.
I just feel like there's such hope. And when I see the way these people who have been working since March 10th, I think they said, the way they have put all of this together, it is just extraordinary.
This mobilization will be a model for other communities across the country to follow.
It's critically important. Look, everybody wants a job. Everybody wants to be able to support their family, to have the dignity of work, to have work as the organizing event in their lives, and to feel proud of what they can do.
Greensboro Congresswoman Kathy Manning is urging families to file their taxes before Monday. She wants to make sure that they get the right amount in monthly child tax credit payments as soon as possible. Manning helped pass the American Rescue Plan so that families could get monthly payments up to $300 per child by July.
Washington are taking some action as well. Democratic leaders, including North Carolina Representatives Kathy Manning and Deborah Ross, introduced the Medicaid Saves Lives Act yesterday.
This critical legislation will ensure that North Carolinians and all Americans with low incomes who fall into the health coverage gap can access the care they need. To support my constituents and millions of Americans across the country, I joined my colleagues today to introduce Social Security 2100, a sacred trust, legislation to increase Social Security benefits. I rise in strong support of H.R. 4502. This appropriations minibus makes historic, critical investments in North Carolina's 6th District and in all of our communities. This bill invests in new jobs and in the future of our workforce.
Numbers Congresswoman Kathy Manning is hoping to tackle in new legislation. She's introducing the Improving Mental Health and Wellness in Schools Act. The goal is to teach kids the importance of taking care of not just their physical health, but mental stability as well. There's also funding in this to increase the number of mental health professionals available to students while they're in school.
Okay to talk about it, and we need to make sure that our students feel comfortable talking about it and feel comfortable asking for help when they need it. I rise in strong support of the Women's Health Protection Act. Congress must take action against the Republicans' relentless attacks on women's reproductive freedom, including medically unnecessary restrictions and blatantly unconstitutional bans on abortions. Today, we are discussing a life-changing piece of legislation that invests in American families and in the future of our country. The Build Back Better Act invests in families and children by making child care affordable for all families and offering universal pre-K for 3- and 4-year-olds. Healthcare, education, jobs in the economy. This is going to help us with healthcare costs. It will finally allow our government to negotiate with Big Pharma for the cost of prescription drugs for people on Medicare. I'm just delighted to be here. I'm so excited to represent the people of North Carolina's 6th District and the people of this country.